Hello, my dear friends. Welcome back to the channel. And if it's your first time here, my name is Giggle, and today we are back at the Hill project. It's been a while. I think the whole of 2024. This is the first time I'm sharing this project here on the channel, but a lot has been going on. As you can see, we were able to finish with all the block work for the structure, superstructure, but in 2023, and this year we are looking at the landscaping of the project as I mentioned in my previous episode. This is a two-bedroom apartment that we're building for one of our subscribers here on the channel, meaning each section is a two-bedroom apartment, and the length of the whole project you see here is 120 feet. So that's what you see now. That's the stretch of the project. We started it, I think, February 2023. So it's exactly 1 year when we started with this project. So today's update is about what the guys have been doing, preparation of the landscaping. It hasn't been easy with this project. If you've seen how we started with this project, you will know that a lot has gone into this project. So this is the breadth, that's the side of the project. This is how it looks. And if you want to know more about this project, you can go to my playlist. It's called the Hill Project. You see how we started with this, and I must say a lot has gone into this project, bringing the materials on site. The filling we've done here is amazing, and I believe one can learn something from building on a hill, the strategy we use to put up this structure, because a lot of companies have gone to this thing and they were not able to come up with a solution. But when we went there, we analyzed everything, and this is what we've been able to put up. So check in my playlist if you want to know more about this project. So as I said, we are done with the structure work, and the owner has to breathe a little bit, gather some money, and then we go for the roofing. This year is actually, you're going to see a lot of roof work on my channel. As I said, we always work, we have a plan, that we used to work. So if you watch most of my projects, it's all about roofing this year. Last year was more about concrete work and block work. I think 3 years ago I was only showing only foundation. So if you've been following me for some time now, you know that everything we're doing is planned. We have a system we're using to work. So this year, if you want to learn about roofing, then I think Eagle Production Group is the place for you. And yeah, if you want to know about foundation and decking and stuff, then you can check in my other videos you see. So this part of the building, you see it is hanging, right underneath here. You could see there's no pillar, there's nothing holding this part. And that's all part of engineering work. I might not know much about engineering, but the team I have, the people that I'm working for, are people that they are master in construction. I'm working with engineers. I'm working with quantity surveyors. I'm working with certified and qualified people. I might sound sometimes not knowing of what I'm talking about, but I know who I'm working with. I know the people that I'm working with. But hey, that's just by the way. Let's get back to today's video. So if you could see, this part of the project is just 2 levels, and then going all the way back, then it goes back to 3 levels. That means we have to fill a lot, in that corner. And like I always said, it's on a hill, so very soon it's going to start raining, and the rain is going to dash all the way from the up the hill coming down here. So we have to create a gutter. You cannot stop rain you cannot stop the flow of water when it is coming. Some people will do retaining walls and all kinds of stuff, but sometimes you should just let the water come and pass by, which will save you so much. Because when you put up a retaining wall and the water gets to that point, it tries to find a way, and it's either it goes down to the ground or it dashes, side by side. So you can see here, all of this is like a big, pit that we have to fill. So the idea was to create a gutter over there using blocks. So we're going to create, we're going to use all these blocks to construct a gutter, and we're still going to have like a retaining wall with blocks, but then when the water gets there, it dashes through the gutter, and then we let it flow to the next neighbor, and the neighbor also has to create a gutter next till it gets to where it's supposed to go. So yeah, initially we were supposed to do like a retaining wall with concrete and iron, but then it's going to cost a lot of money. And since we are going to let the water flow, meaning we don't need to put up something super strong, so we're going to be using the blocks. That's why we ordered for blocks, which you can see. So we'll be using the blocks to construct our retaining wall, and we'll be showing you how that is also done, just in case you have a similar situation, and you want to save money. These are ways that you can save money. Sometimes you should just let the water pass by. Just create something and let the water pass by and just put your blocks there, rather than going for heavy concrete, which will going to cost you more money, and later the water doesn't leave your compound. The water stays inside of the compound and it goes down the ground. So we think, creating a gutter by the place where we were supposed to fill, which is the side of the house, which we were supposed to fill. We're going to put gutter there, a huge gutter, also to save cost rather than putting so much sand to fill, which I'll be showing in my upcoming episode, so you will understand what I mean. So we also use some of the blocks to construct this part, going upstairs, the staircase, which is the car park. So underneath the apartment, the ground floor, we use it as a car park, which I think we can park 2 cars at each side. We still have a compound in front, you can still park your car, so it's very spacious. We really manage the land. We took advantage of what nature has given us. That is what my contractor will tell you, that if you are buying a land, you should always go and look at a place, survey, and take the highest level. This way you don't have to buy a lot of filling, which will save you cost in construction. These are some of the ways we reduce costs in construction. So this is the other side of the car park. I think you can easily park 2 cars here, easily, or maybe 3 cars if you are a good driver. Yeah. So I'll be taking you to where so this is the downside of the apartment, and you could see it's very rough here. And by the way, we also managed to have one bedroom here, so that's what you can see. So we have it at each side, so there's another 1 bedroom here, and there's also another one at the other side. So that's just, by the way, that's a spare room you could always use for your maintenance. You keep your maintenance tools there to keep the apartment nice and running. So this is the downside of the project, and you could see we have to, like, normally we have to fill all of this with sand to get it level, but what we plan to do is to use this space as the gutter. So we're going to construct a gutter here, which is going to carry all the water that is coming from up the hill, because that's what the nature has already found its way. So the water automatically runs here since we put the apartment up. So we're just gonna follow what nature is telling us. So watch in my upcoming episode how we're gonna construct the gutter, instead of like filling everything, and later on we still have to struggle with the water which is coming, the rainwater which is coming up. And as you know, we are still in the dry season, so this is the time to get it done whilst the owner is still preparing himself for the roofing. Yeah. So this has been the update. So just watch out for more. And I would also like to use this opportunity to announce that Gigo Production Group, we are also growing, not only in Ghana. So we have another branch in Liberia. We started getting a lot of contracts from there, and we realized that there are serious people who really wants to do business right there. We're talking about 63 acres of land that, if everything goes well, we have to develop. We also have some people, individual people, who also want us to put up their building for them, and they are very serious. So we thought of sending some of our guys there to So if you are in Liberia and you really like what we are doing here in Ghana, we are coming your way, coming to the capital, Monrovia. I think we already have, group on the ground already doing all the search and finding ways, with working permit and everything. So we are working on that. So if you're in Liberia, just keep watching and subscribe to the channel. You can also share the channel to people that might be interested in building house in Liberia, and we will be there to get it done. Also, we also got some contract in Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Ivory Coast, but yeah, we only have to help them with the architecture drawing and estimate, and then we just guide them on how they have to do it, because traveling all the way there with the guys, and they have to sleep in a hostel, and yeah, it's also kind of costly. We're trying to cut down cost. So I think with the Sierra Leone, we've seen that it's very serious. Like, a lot of structures are coming up. That's why we've accepted it. So I think this will bring us to the end of today's episode. I really do appreciate your time spent here on the channel. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like and share. And I will see you when we begin with the gutters and then the retaining walls. Look, do we?